Hello, this is TelecomTV. We are reporting from the ETSI NFV event number 13. We started with number 4 and now we're at 13. We're in Croke Park in Dublin in Ireland. We're in the executive boardroom of the headquarters of the Gaelic Athletics Association, and a fine boardroom it is too. And I'm talking with Andres Gonzalez, research scientist with Telenor Group. Andres, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Let's start with just say a few words to tell people who may not know what Telenor does and is. Give us a quick story.
Sure, yes. Telenor is a mobile operator, a telecom operator, headquarters in Oslo. But we have operation in Asia and Europe, and we have about 200 million customers.
Good, now we know. Now let's move on to NFV, which is what we're here to talk about. If you remember, you will remember over the past 2 or 3 years, all the excitement about the announcement of this new technology, NFV, the proofs of concepts, the field trials, etc. The actual commercial rollout of virtualized services has been actually rather slow and partial. Has it been taking longer than you expected, and if so, why? For example, is it because service providers have been rather more cautious in their approach to it than vendors thought they would be?
Yes, sure. When we realized the idea of NFV, we knew that it would bring a lot of benefit for us, for the full industry. So everybody was excited, and to be honest, everybody wants this thing to happen very fast. So if we talk about things that we want, it's really taking longer than expected. But on the other hand, when we plan and we sit in the ETSI community and plan how it will be, we realize how complex this process is. And I think we are still inside the original plan, so it's taking a long time, but we already expect that. And I think it's very important to start to identify why at this very moment it's not still happening. In Telenor, we consider that there are some aspects that need to get mature. For instance, the orchestrator is a very important part, and it's not mature enough. The good thing of it is that it's a very well identified challenge, and during this year I think will be many efforts trying to solve this. And in addition, maybe another reason of why it's not happening yet is because I think Telenor have been witness that many vendors are ready right now, but when you see the complex environment, the definition of responsibilities is still, in the definition of responsibilities there are still some intersections that we need to solve, but everything is well identified, and we are very positive about it. This will be solved soon.
Thank you. Second question then. Manufacturers have been collaborating and partnering in the build-out of big open vendor ecosystems. We've heard a lot about ecosystems since the inception of the concept of NFV. What does this ecosystem look like now? Has it changed? Has it matured? Has it evolved? And what has the response to the emergence of that ecosystem been from service providers like Telenor?
Yes, for sure the ecosystem have evolved a lot. It's too many years of work, and incredible results have happened during this period. There are 2 important characteristics. One is open, the other thing is complexity. So NFV has been developed on top of an open solution in an open environment. So that enables a lot the cooperation and the innovation, and the work in ETSI has been really productive because of that fact. Many vendors and providers working together, defining requirements, defining standards, and the technology itself. So this is really interesting. On the other hand, it's very complex, and we know that there are many challenges to address. It has been a lot of efforts. Many vendors are ready, many solutions are ready, and we have a few challenges to solve that are well identified, and we will try to solve as a full community during this year.
NFV is regarded as an overarching global technology applicable everywhere. But we've heard in recent months about the concept of carrier-grade NFV, which sounds, strange considering that NFV is supposed to be a monolithic technology. How does carrier-grade NFV differ from ordinary NFV?
When the telco industry defined carrier-grade requirements, it immediately came to our mind very high availability requirements, very few delayed. We are talking about in the order of very few milliseconds, so this is technically speaking, but I think the real reason behind these carrier-grade requirements is society at such. Society really are used to take our services are guaranteed. They don't even think that we may fail, we don't exist. They just provide on top of our service very key solution for society. So society have a lot of trust on us. They build a lot of financial services, health services, logistics services on top of our services. So we need to be there for society, and this need is what demand the carrier grades. So in that sense, NFV will be more or less the same. We need to be there for society, and if we have networks with NFV solutions, still we have to fulfill the demands that society put on us. And of course, when it's about to technical terms, NFV have a lot of difference that we need to address, and have been trying to solve during the last year. So technically speaking, there are different challenges, but for society, it will be the same. We need to be there, always available for them.
Now, business transformation that goes hand in hand with technology transformation and the emergence of the virtualized network shows that many operators still lack the skill sets that are needed to manage that transformation quickly, properly and efficiently. It's obvious to everybody that this can be quite difficult, and there's need for new blood within the organisations, specialists who know about NFV, who know about the background to NFV. Where are they coming from, and are they in place now?
Yes, when we realized that NFV will be a reality, operators really get scared, and we really need to be prepared for that. So we need to take immediate solutions, and the immediate solutions are addressed in two ways. First, the technology behind cloud computing is not strange for us. We have skills, we have people working on that area. So in this hand, we have cloud computing skills, but we also are expert in networks. So we need to find and provide the proper cooperation environment in order that these two experts join together. And in addition, there are many things to learn. That's why Telenor and many operators belong to this NFV community, because we are learning together. So that's why we are here. So this is the immediate reaction. But in the long term, this is a very, very fundamental question for us, because we realize that we will need new skills. And in parallel, we are trying to suggest and try to modify part of the education system. We have many cooperation with universities, and we realize that in the long term, we will need new skills. So we are trying to suggest some changes also in education system. And finally, I think it's very important to realize that NFV has a lot of potential that can be obtained also if we add new skills that are on development right now, like analytics, data analytics skills. This is very important, we are aware of that, and it's going in this way. So we address the problem in three ways: immediate solution, long-term solution, and also bringing new skills into the market.
Thank you. Final question. It's been said that network transformation and virtualization is like building a plane at the same time you're flying it. Back in 2013, 3 years ago, this company, TelecomTV, conducted a survey which showed that it would take 2 or 3 years before we would see virtualization in carrier networks. We've talked about things being slightly slower than was perhaps expected at the time, but if you were asked the same question now, in fact I am asking you the same question now, we're in mid-February, mid-late February 2016. What answer or estimate would you give?
Yes, for sure. I think, first of all, this estimation that the people made before is at some point comprehensible, because it's hard to make some kind of some kind of guess. But what is important is that there are many challenges that need to be solved and are very well identified. And in Telenor, we are very aware that, and in ETSI, there are a lot of efforts in order to solve this challenge. So we're very confident, and with this information, I think we can say that at the beginning of 2017, we will see some solutions in the market. And we are also very aware that it's not taking now too much time before we see the first solution, but also as soon as the first solution starts to appear, we know that it will create a domino effect. So we expect not only the first solution, but after a few times, we'll see also we expect a domino effect in the industry.
So one will fall and everything will move.
Exactly.
Next year.
Yes. I hope I'm not wrong.
Well, we'll find out. If we're lucky, we'll see. But until then, Andres Gonzalez, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.